Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, a Candid chat with.
All of
All of
us.
us.
All of us.
Welcome, everyone, and happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So, today we're going to be talking about the following topic.
Okay. Winning the long game, why perseverance pays off.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Karen. I am originally from the Caribbean island of Antigua, but I'm now living in the United Kingdom. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I work full time in customer services, and I'm also a digital business owner.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina. I am a wife, a mother of three, a grandmother of two, and a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hi, hello. This is your babe here. Musimola is my name. Originally from Nigeria, West Africa, and I've been a healthcare worker for several years, actually in the imaging sector of the healthcare system. And I'm a proud owner of this digital business.
Hello, Mabuhay. This is Connie, originally from the Philippines, and I'm living here in the beautiful place of British Columbia, Canada. I'm a wife, a stepmom, and a digital business owner. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Miriam. I am from Jamaica, living in the United States, and I'm a registered nurse for over 20 years. I'm a wife, a grandma, and a mom, and now I'm a proud digital business owner.
Hello everyone, my name is Khadija Jallo, originally from West Africa, Sierra Leone, now live in the US, New York. I'm a mom of 4 kids, I work in a rehab, and I'm a proud digital business owner.
Thank you, everyone. So we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursday we do have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our free webinar. In UK, it's every Wednesdays and Fridays, and you'll be catching the replay from there. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So there you can register for either day or both. The second link is a link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to our live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we'll invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works, and also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to find out who were the hosts and panelists from this past Thursday or Friday, depending where you are in the world, before this coming Tuesday or Wednesday, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so last Thursday we had these wonderful people on the panel. Our host was Malu, who is a banker, is a banker risk compliance personnel. We had Amitha, who is a childhood educator, Janike, who is an educator, is a lawyer. She's a lawyer, sorry. Delani, who is a business person. So you can look at them very well from different cultural and career backgrounds and all rocking it in this business.
Okay, we also had Mal Shani, who is a procurement specialist. We had Nim, who is an engineer. We also had Chinwi, who is a procurement advisor, and we had Ryan on the panel as well, and he's a nurse. So don't forget that if you are interested in this opportunity, you can either send us a direct message, register on the website you see on the screen, or comment info for more details.
Yeah, thank you, Musimola. Thank you, Isabel. So yeah, so if you're catching the replay from last week, our replays has subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start creating that plan B or that extra side of income alongside your current job, you only have to register into the website that appears on the screen. We do have a comment here from Pat Keating. He's sending out flowers to all of us. So thank you, Pat Keating. Thank you
Thank
for
you so
watching.
much, Pat. Happy Sunday to you.
There you go. Okay, so now let's dive into our topic for today.
Yeah, once more, our topic is winning the long game. Why perseverance pays off.
Yeah, so that's our topic for today. So welcome back to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, and happy and blessed Sunday to everyone, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So let's start with this little thought.
So most people don't fail because they lack ability. They stop too soon. The ones who win are not always the fastest. They are the ones who stay.
Yes. So, we live in a world that celebrates quick results, but the real growth happens over time. So, according to some research, consistently shows that long term success is built through consistency, resilience, and perseverance, not overnight wins. So, today we are breaking down why playing the long game changes everything. And for that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
Perseverance overweight talent. Number two, consistency compounds results over time. Number three, delayed gratification leads to greater outcomes. Number four, setbacks are part of the process. Number five, long-term focus builds stability and confidence. And last one is long-term commitment increases mastery.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So let's dive into the first point.
Okay, perseverance outweighs talent. A lot of people believe success is reserved for the talented, the ones who are naturally confident, the ones who seem to get it quickly, and the ones who start strong. And for a long time, I used to believe the same. I used to look at others and think, maybe I don't have something, that they have. They always seem better, right? More skills, more experience, more confidence. But what I've learned through my own journey is this: talent may give someone a head start, but it doesn't guarantee they will finish. Because what really creates results is not how you start, it's whether you keep going when things get uncertain. And there are moments for me where things didn't click right away, where I doubted myself, where I felt like I was behind. And I could have easily stopped there, but instead I made a decision to keep showing up, to keep learning, and to keep improving one step at a time. Not perfectly, just consistently. And that's when everything started shifting. Research from the University of Pennsylvania on grit show that perseverance, staying committed over time, is actually a stronger predictor of success than talent or intelligence. So, in other words, it's not about being the best in the beginning, it's about being one who doesn't quit. Because the truth is, most people don't fail because they can't do it. They stop before they give themselves the chance to figure it out. So for me, confidence didn't come from knowing everything, it came from proving myself that I wouldn't give up. Not that, sorry, not that no matter how slow progress felt, I was still moving forward, every day. Those little steps that you're taking, even when you don't see results, you know, that's what really matters. So if you ever felt like you're not naturally good at something, maybe that's not the problem. Maybe the real advantage is your willingness to stay in the process longer than most. So, thank you.
Thank you, Isabel. So yes, Isabel just talked about perseverance outweighs talent. So it's not about being the smartest person or having all the skills. It's about being consistent and to be perseverant. So that's what makes the difference.
Mhm.
So let's move on to the second point.
Okay, we're going to talk about how consistency compounds results over time. Like we heard from Isabel just now, that talent can give you a head start. You just start, you jump on the field, you jump onto whatever you want to do. But like I learned when I started visiting the gym, I learned that no matter what you feel, no matter how you feel, no matter whether you feel you can do it or not, you must not stop. You just have to continue. Because when you stop, maybe you are hurting, maybe something is here and there and so on, you're going to start all over again. So consistency compounds results over time. Those little steps that we take, they are not individuals, they are working together. Just like when we have our children and they want to start walking, I mean, they are crawling, they are doing things. When they want to start walking, they take few steps, they fall down or they sit down. Then we just encourage them, get up, get up, get up. And that is what happens. So the same thing in our business, the same thing in our studies, the same thing in anything we're doing. No matter how you feel, no matter what people around you are saying, you may not even have somebody that is cheering you up. You may not have somebody that is motivating you. That is why motivation alone, we should not rely on motivation alone. We have to have our own inner strength that will, I mean, the vision, the why that will make us to continue. That is what will keep us consistent. And as long as you stand consistently on the platform, on whatever you are doing, no matter how slow you are going, you will surely reach your destination one way or the other. So, because studies in behavioral science show that small, repeated actions create exponential growth over time. Over time. Let's not forget about that. You may not be seeing the results immediately, but just keep at it. Keep at it. Keep going. Keep growing, and you will keep growing. What feels like slow progress today becomes significant results in the long run. So let's ride on.
Thank you, Mosumola. So yes, Mosumola just talk about consistency compounds results over time. So but before we go into that, we do have some comments here. So Isabel says, talent may open the door, but perseverance is what keeps you in the room long enough to grow, adapt, and succeed. And Pat Kitten says he agrees to that.
Thank you.
So yeah, so going back to what Mosemola was just saying, it's about, even like you don't see the results right away. Those baby steps that you're doing, like the consistency, being showing up every day, that's what creates, the results over time. So those little efforts that you do today, it will show up later, and you will have those results. Okay, so let's move on to the next point.
Our next point is delayed gratification lead to greater outcome. So, waiting for the right result instead of chasing quick reward build strong discipline and patience. People learn to delay gratitude, often make better decisions and create better long-term success in different areas of life. Patience may not always feel easy, but it will help build the kind of mindset that lead to a lasting growth. Uh, Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kadijato. Okay, so Kadijato just talk about delay gratification leads to greater outcomes. So um, sometimes, like we don't see those results right away, but we are patient, and that patience give you that discipline, and then um, it will be more grateful. You will be more grateful, when you receive those results, later, because you will be proud of what you have overcome, during those times that that you were not seeing the results. So the gratification is even greater, when you receive it at the end. Isabel says also, yes, perseverance is key to achieve success.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so let's move on to the next point.
Okay, so our next point is setbacks are part of the process. And one thing I have learned on this journey, setbacks are not a sign to stop. They're actually part of the process. Because let's be honest, we don't really grow when everything is going perfectly, do we? It's in the moments when things feel hard, when things don't go to plan, when you start doubting yourself. That's where the real growth happens. There's actually research from the Harvard Business Review that says something really powerful. People who learn from their setbacks and keep going, they actually outperform those who avoid risk all those who avoid risk altogether. And let that sink in for a moment. The ones who keep showing up even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's uncertain, those are the ones who move forward. So if you've been feeling like things aren't working out the way you expected, I want you to hear this clearly today. You're not behind, you're not failing, you're learning. Every challenge is shaping you, every setback is preparing you, every step, even the messy ones, are moving you forward. Don't let a temporary moment make you give up on a long term vision. Keep going, keep trusting, keep building, because with God, nothing is ever wasted. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. So Karen just talk about setbacks are part of the process. So many times, we think that setbacks are something negative, right? Because we think like as a failure, but actually setbacks also teach us, things. So we can learn from it. And sometimes also setbacks are redirection. So there's not always something bad. So it's part of the process, part of your journey, so we just need to take advantage and learn from it, and then apply that in the future and modify along the way. Okay, so let's move on to our next point.
Okay, so let me ask a question. Would any one of you would like to be, well, God forbid you happen to be in a healthcare facility. Would you want a nurse who got trained on a quick, get quick, rich, almost, or otherwise a 2 day course to be treating you, right? No, because you want somebody who's trained, right? And so I'm speaking on long term focus builds stability and confidence. So back to the nursing career, you need training in clinicals, textbook, and mentorship, just like our digital business is about. It's no different. Because we have to train and um, get ourselves stable and confidence first. So when I first looked at this digital space, I saw successful business owners and thought that could never be me, because I know partners in our community who has never even made a Facebook post or opened a PowerPoint on their own, created one. They started from zero. But here's the secret: we don't guess, we mirror. Just like a student nurse shadows a veteran on the floor, we follow a proven blueprint. We do the training, we do the work. It's not an overnight fix like I was suggesting a while ago. It's a professional education. I had to learn how to find my voice and how to show up on these go lives one step at a time. I wasn't looking for a shortcut. I was looking for foundation that would last for next 20 years of my life. I, if you don't believe me, the experts agree that this steady approach is what works. Studies show that individuals focus on long term goals experience greater resilience, confidence, and satisfaction. So when you focus on the long game and the training it requires, short-term challenges loses their power. So here's what I want to leave you with. Don't be afraid to be a student again. The most dangerous thing you can do for your future is to look for a get rich quick scheme. These are like houses built on sand. So you commit to your training, you mirror your success, and when you build the foundation brick by brick, you persevere. This is how you become unshakable. And I just wrote a little thing here. The long game is not about risking results. It's building something strong enough to stand and make a legacy for your family and a future that's with purpose, build on purpose. And back to the next speaker.
Thank you, Marianne. So yeah, so Miriam just talked about long-term focus fuels stability and confidence. So I love the analogy with the nursing career. Um, so yeah, so it's about like building that resilience, that confidence, and the skills along the way. So that's what creates what Miriam was talking about, the foundation, the roots of your business. So if you don't have those foundation, those roots, you won't sustain yourself on the long term. So that's the difference. If you want something quick, you don't have that foundation, and yes, you might start strong at the beginning, but along the way you're gonna lose that focus. While you are building, those roots, those foundation, that's gonna give you that strength to be able to sustain yourself for the long run. So let's move on to the next point.
So where it's about long-term commitment increases mastery. Research on skill development shows that mastery is built through consistent practice over time, not quick bursts of effort. The longer you stay committed, the more skilled, confident, and effective you become. Time and the process creates excellence. Let me say this in a real way. Success is not built overnight. A lot of people start stronger, but when things get slow or hard, they stop. And that's why they don't see results. But mastery, it comes from showing up even on the days you don't feel like it. The longer you stay committed, the more confident and skilled you become. So don't trust the process, stay in it because time and consistency, that's what really creates results. Thank you.
Thank you, Connie. So yeah, so Connie just talked about long-term commitment increases mastery. So it's about showing up every day, and in practice. Because many of us, for example, here, when we started to do lives, it wasn't. it wasn't our thing. We were afraid, we didn't have the confidence. But by showing up every time to do live, we started to learn. We started to overcome those fears. So that's what it creates, that long-term commitment, that it makes you, increases the mastery of overcoming. So in this case, for us will be increases the mastery of overcoming our fears, increases the mastery of building that confidence, and keep learning along the way, because we're still learning. It's We never stop learning, and that's the beauty of it, to become better and better every time. So that's a long-term commitment that increases mastery. All right, so let's find out what is our key takeaway for this topic.
The key takeaway for this topic: you don't need to rush your journey, you need to stay in it.
Mhm.
Because the long game is where real transformation happens.
Mhm.
Yes, so that's our key takeaway for this topic. So we have arrived to the end of our life, so we hope so that you learned something today about how winning the long game and why perseverance pays off when we show up every day and when we keep going, even if we face setbacks along the way. Those setbacks, are part of the journey, are part of the process, part of the learning. So if you want to add something to the topic that we shared today, you can put it in the comments. And if this topic also inspire you, please put it in the comments, share it with us. We'll be happy to read your comments. And if you want to be part of a global online community that supports you, that uplifts you, that motivates you, and is with you along the way on your journey, here are three ways that you can communicate with us. So you can either put in the comments more info, send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our website with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our free webinar. So we do have free webinars twice a week. In North America, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and in the UK, every Wednesdays and Fridays. So it is at the same time for both days. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register to the live webinar. So there you can pick either day or both. And second link is the link to the replay of the live webinars, just in case you cannot attend to our live webinar. That's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. So saying that, we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. So let's find out what is our topic for next Sunday.
Okay, so next Sunday we'll speak on the topic of the power of why, the fuel that keeps you moving.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking next Sunday. So we hope so that you're going to meet us next Sunday on this. Is going to be a good one. And this is not only applies, the power of why is not only on our business. You can also apply that on your life, because everyone has a why, and everyone has goals that you want to reach. So if as long as you have that on mind, you have a strong why, you're going to be able to succeed. But that will be a topic for next Sunday. So saying that, we want to say thank you to everyone again, and we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So thank you again for being here with us today. And until the next episode of the Eagles in Digital
Bye,
Business, I can chat with
all of
all
us.
of us. Thank you,
All of
everyone. Thank
us.
Thank you. Bye.
you for watching.